But for human sexuality, for example, like I was definitely interested in that subject from the standpoint of like, I'm a grown adult and I want to understand what's happening here, right? But the flip side is like, I didn't need that quarter. I was taking, I think, 2 math classes, and I didn't need the extra stress. I ended up getting an A- in the class anyways. And I remember my friends were ragging on me, but like being able to go to sleep the night before midterms and just not worry about it was worth, because what would happen is like that extra time that I would have spent on human sexuality, I ended up pouring into my math classes, right? Without stress about it. And so like generally in the transition phase, when, you know, the counsel that I would give myself is put my biggest bets on the stuff that's most important for graduation. And that, in that situation, I would say like doing well in those math classes. Like here's what I mean. So imagine this, Steve. Imagine you're able to turn the GE class pass not pass, and then you actually prove to yourself next quarter that you can get A's in both of your upper division math classes. And then in spring, you probably feel a little bit better about doing, instead of a GE class pass not pass, maybe you take that GE class. Now you have 3 classes, 2 upper division math classes and another GE maybe, right? But if you've proven yourself in winter that you could, what are your hardest classes, right? So if you've proven in winter that you can conquer those hardest classes and you freed up the time, that gives you proof of concept that you can take on the next challenge, right? But now put yourself in the reverse situation. So take the GE for a letter grade, take both math classes for a letter grade, and then for whatever reason, like underperform in your math class, right? Like that next quarter that comes up, you know, my feeling would be like, I would ask myself like, okay, well, what should I do here, right? But the strategy, I mean, obviously the strategy is yours, but always I say to myself, like, when I'm building those skills, like 100% of the energy that I can put it into the places that's most important, so that I have that extra leeway. And then once I've done the proof of concept, once I have that system, then add the additional, like, okay, now I'm going to do that other thing, right? But that, you know, the only reason that I can say that is because I've done exactly what you've done multiple times, and I like tried it and I fucked up, and I was like, not fucked up, but I just like, what I expected is not what I got. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, let me reassess that, right? Obviously that decision is yours, but I like in the background, I would keep that as an option.